Hi, Scorpio. It's Jeffrey. It's red color. This is the reading for July 24th through 31st. It's so easy when it ends like that instead of, oh, in August, whatever. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. So I have a few announcements. So I used to only offer the weeklies just for members. Now I'm offering to both. Membership is $2.99 a month. It lets you watch them commercial free. The other thing I'm adding is I'm going to do maybe twice a month. I'm not really sure. I'm going to do live for members, and I'm going to answer, questions. So I had to do something drastic. Scorpio, darling, because I've been gaining subscribers really well, but I've been losing members. And in all fairness, my last week for members, I was in an unbelievably foul mood, and it just came through on the video. It really did. So, in all fairness, so that's I had to just change things up completely, and it just came to me to do that, and so I'm doing it, and we'll see what happens, right? And you're number 3 this week, and I'm a Scorpio, by the way, if you don't know. And I always tell the order for some reason, so I change the order every week because I get bored. And for some reason, something told me to start with Cancer, and then I was going to do either Pisces, I had to buy, and I was like, well, Pisces is a dual sign, and Scorpio is a triplicate sign. So, and I definitely had my Scorpio moment last night, that's for sure. I just kept on trying to do something. I was very frustrated, and I had a really good cry, and it was really good for me. Oh my God, it was so good for me. And the other little message is like I'm sitting here eating like this amazing, look at this. Hmm. Even though sometimes you're under pressure and you're working toward and doing, I'm focused, but okay, you could also introduce pleasantries and abundance at the same time. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Get that all or nothing sometimes. All right, I have a new computer. It took a lot to get here, but it's here. So I'm able to upload videos very quickly as opposed to 20 minutes each video. All right. Dos, tres. Look at this. Knowledge of security, knowledge of how to make money, trusting oneself. It's like I'm really good on this plane, and I'm going to use all the effort and all my experience and all my intuition, and I'm going to get something done here. Great. Hello. Path is clear. Path is clear. Illuminated. A new idea, new illumination, new opportunities for financial abundance, for stability in this plane, right? This could also, people don't read it so often like this, but the pentacles also symbolize health and healing because they are based, and pentacles is earth. So it's, anything that in the physical world, right? So it's not just money and property, it's also one's health, one's eating, things like that, sleep. And have a third pentacle. To me, so lately this card, my messages and my understandings change. They're in the dark, which is really weird. And so to me, it's community, it's building. Sometimes it could be a real estate card, but I feel like there's something subconscious going on that you're building. There's something subconscious going on that you're building that it's like, okay, maybe your dream life is taking care of it, your soul is taking care of it. It's like, but you did something on this plane already to make it, be gestate. Diablo. Devil's a really interesting card. The devil is a false path. That's what it really is. And it's really about being attached to something that's not real, being attached to something, or, it's almost there's an element of fear in the devil. It's like, well, if I don't do this, and everyone won't like me, and everyone expects me to do this, and this is what I'm supposed to do, and I'm attached to it in this really unhealthy way, but I have no choice. And that's a big lie. We always have a choice. We always have a choice. It's like, well, without that job, I'm no, no, no. We always have a choice. So, and I think that's going to be illuminated about what it is that's toxic that you've been hanging on to that you could free yourself of. I think that's what's coming from Scorpio. Choices. Oh, not like I organized the cards. I shuffled. It's so into the contrast between these cards. It's so fascinating. It's really fascinating. They're both Adam and Eve, right? And one is overseen by the angel, and one is overseen by the devil. So you know, it's like that's where we're at. It's like, okay, am I going to, sit in a toxic relationship, in a toxic thought pattern, in a toxic job, in a toxic whatever, because I feel like I'm obligated, or am I going to choose to be free and illuminated by spirit? It's time to plant new seeds. Confident. Okay. I'm going to these, and I feel like the seeds that are planted are, even though this is, and I got a lot of pentacles here. It's my fourth pentacle out of 6 cards. It's not only the seeds that we plant in the physical world, right? Well, I'm gonna, apply for this job. I'm going to build, plant a garden. I'm going to start an exercise program, whatever it is. I feel like the seeds today are like mental. It's like, what am I feeding myself mentally? And what am I planting mentally that's going to grow, right? I don't have to even say anything because you're Scorpio. You get it. The angel, it's the second angel. Second angel drawing. And it's interesting that I talked about the crown chakra because to me, this is the crown chakra, right? And it's like I'm going to be able to balance things. I'm going to be able to heal myself. I'm going to be able to utilize my experiences from being under the thumb of the devil, right? I'm going to be able to utilize that in a way that becomes productive and creative, and I'm going to become an alchemist. This card. This is really about like, let spirit guide me. Let spirit guide me in a directed, um, powerful, courageous way. And I'm just going to follow the directions of what's in front of me, of what my intuition says, of what I hear that makes sense toward, being powerful, toward owning my power, toward utilizing my power. That's the gift. That's the gift. Because I know what this is. I already know what this is. Been there. I've gotten really clear. Right? I think this already happened. I think this already happened. It happened for me yesterday. So I think it already happened. It's like, okay, sometimes when you keep on trying to do something and you keep on hitting brick walls and you really want to do it, it's like, maybe the answer is no. Maybe you were protected. So there's this energy here, is what I'm really getting. Of, maybe you've been trying to do something with, and it's like, it's just not. And rejection is protection. It's as simple as that. Towards something new. Furthermore, this is Archangel Michael. So I have on the board, I have Uriel, I have Raphael, and I have Michael. Sometimes, I have to tell you, after I had that cry, I really went into that place of really profound, lead me, guide me, help me, give me the thoughts, tell me the actions. And, whatever comes up, I'm following. I'm not, second guessing. I'm not, oh, I got it figured out, none of that. None of that. Whatever comes first is the thing. I'm going to work with it. And because I feel like I'm being guided and protected. And sometimes I need to like let everything completely fall apart. Well, I don't, sometimes that's the way the universe works. It's like, we're going to make everything fall apart so that, you can really regather and understand and reflect and receive. Here we go. Knowledge of security, a new path opening, subconscious thoughts, the truth being revealed, seeds of something new. Here they are, to plant in the garden. Letting go of I owe something. I'm attached to something, right? Being healed, following spirit, receiving the gift toward a new enlightenment. Blessings.